Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. Today I'm starting by showing you my inspiration for my art challenge mani. This is Claude Monet's Impression Sunrise. All right, I'm going to move us back to my station where I'm going to do my mani. So please just hold on a second. All right, I'm all set up. I'm ready to go. I'm hoping that what my idea I have in my head actually translates into what I wanted to, what I am envisioning in my mind. So I'm just going to start with a little accent nail on both hands using the orange sunrise from the picture. These are my oranges I'm going to use. I'm going to try to create kind of that look and feel of the kind of brush strokes with the Impressionists by making small cuts and small pieces and piece it together. So we will see how it turns out because who knows if my idea in my head will translate. So what I did is I'm starting with Just a Gleamer, which is a Prism Effects glitter set. I applied that yesterday. I was going to actually try to get to this part, the part 2 yesterday as well, but it got too late. It didn't happen. I don't know how small I want to make my sunrise here. Maybe I should use my punch. Maybe I'll make it 1/8 inch and just try that. So hold on, let me find my right punch. I was just gonna make I'll try that one. I was gonna try to just freehand it, but maybe I do want it as a circle, and then maybe I'll freehand the other colors. All right, so let's see. Again, every time I do these art manis, I don't really have a huge plan in mind. So bear with me as I figure it out. All right, where did there's the second one. Okay, we're gonna start with that. Actually, I am going to hide this under here to keep it warm. All right, so I have a flax bag and a rice bag that I heat up and keep the strips until I'm ready to use them. So maybe I should keep everything under there just to keep some heat and moisture on them. And then where are my tweezers? All right. So I am going to try to do both of these at the same time, like right after the other, the right and the left. Oh, I think I'm going to need to move my trash pants. So my idea is I'm going to do a little reflection. Because this is nails, it's going to translate a little bit differently than obviously on paper, or on a painting. So I want it to look cool as a design too. And I'm doing it to face me this way because that's always how I take my nail fees. So we are going with it. All right, so let me get this one flipped over. Oh, this one is already separated, so that should be easier. Maybe not. All right, so the secret with punches is to remember to take the plastic off. And then I feel like these little tweezers with the extra sharp points help as well. It's not perfectly centered, but that's okay. All right. So I am going to punch a circle in. Okay, so this one, was Lean Mean Tangerine. This is Heat Wave that I'm going to do as like the shadow edge. But I'm going to cut that in half. There. So not in half, but I'll show you. I'm going to take slices off of this with my X-Acto knife to try to get a sliver. Oh, maybe I actually want to double punch it, but oh, it's really sliding around. All right, it's already coming off the backing. Maybe a scissors would be easier. I actually have no idea. Wow. Maybe we'll just cut on the opposite side because it is sliding off the back. It's not going to cut. I forgot to sharpen my blade since my last. All right, none of that's working. So let's try to, you know what I should have done is I should have done 2 circles and put this one on the bottom and then had a little peekaboo through the other one. But I didn't, and I've already done both of them, so I wonder if I could pick this off. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so we will just do this. Like I said, this is a learning process. If I've ever... Oh my gosh. Okay, so literally I just want a little bit of darker orange on the edge of this. I'm pretty sure I just folded that. Oh, it's not even gonna really show up. I folded this little curve under, but I don't think it matters. It's not gonna show up much, so let's just put this one on too, and on the other side. It is what it is. All right, well, it's a subtle little shadow in a different color. Probably doesn't show up in this at all. So, all right, that was not worth the work that it was. So, all right, the rest of these should be, I'm going to do more straight kind of cuts. So I'm hoping not to be so tricky. So I am going to actually cut that off. I don't think I need it. I'm going to just do some small kind of lines that are going to be... So if you have been around for a little bit and saw my, what is it called? Saw my, Pride Mani, my third Pride Mani, I did basically little stripes of rainbow colors where I cut, and then I'm going to use that same kind of technique with, to kind of mimic brush strokes, I guess, is what I'm going for here, and creating a design. And I wanted this to the edge and I didn't get it. But again, we're just trying to go for some thin ends. Let me see here how I wanted to cut this. Just trying to give a little sense of, oops, got two of them here. I'll use that later. All right. Sorry. I'm like focusing and I'm like whispering, which I don't really need to. All right. Let's get, oh, it was two here too. It's all right. All right. I just had like this scary sense. I forgot to hit record, but I just checked and I can see. Like I said, you never know if your idea is actually going to translate well on nails, so we will just see. It's just going to be kind of abstract-y, gives that impressionist, gives the impression of what it's supposed to be. I'm going to cut this off. Maybe I'll use that later. I want these cut in half. All right. I do not know how thick and thin these got. So giving my eyes like a challenge here. Oops. This is two things. This side's a little thicker, so I'll use it on here. If I can get it to stick. All right, let's place it closer to the edge. All right. Sorry, this one I'm really focusing on. Okay. So this was supposed to be, so in my VIP group, for September, I did an art Manny challenge. So I do a Manny monthly nail pick challenge, and for September, oh, and then each month I do a bonus challenge where anybody, so the monthly nail pick challenge is anybody who posts a nail fee, a Color Street nail fee in the group, in the post, like in the comments, in the month of, in that month. So every time you change your nails, you post a picture, you get an entry into a drawing at the end of the month. And then within that post now, I've added a nail pick, like a bonus challenge where if you, okay, I know where I want to put that one. Let's see if I can actually do it. Hold on. Each month I've added a bonus challenge. Ugh. Let's see if I can stick it down here with that. Close enough. with, dang it, I don't want it that far up. With each nail pick challenge each month, I have added a bonus challenge, and it's just an additional way to earn one extra entry that month into the drawing. So if you choose to participate in that challenge, you can do it once a month. I mean, you can do that challenge more than once. So we've done, what have we done? We've done like a neutral nail challenge where you had to use like just neutral colors or a neutral mani. We've done negative space. I've done a blind 3-color challenge where you had to close your eyes and pick. You can use like leftover sets or new sets and randomly pick 3 colors with your eyes closed. And that one's actually a really fun one. We might do that one again. But last month was an art inspired challenge. So how I wanted it to work is that you find a piece of art that inspires you or that you like, and then make a mani based on that. And then mine, I had people vote on which picture. I had 4 different pieces of art that I had posted about, and then they had to pick which one. And this Impression Monet Sunrise, Impression Sunrise is what it's called, by Monet, is the one that won. It's the picture I showed you at the beginning of this. And then, but it is October 1st, and I did not get to finish it yesterday when I had started my first, I did the first part. I've been spending all month trying to catch up on August's free sets and stuff I owe people and mailing stuff out, and I've just got behind. So I really worked on that, and I hadn't had a chance to do my challenge, but I really wanted to do this one. So, but all right. So, and then now this month is October 1st, and this month's bonus challenge is doing a Halloween mani, but not using any of the official Halloween sets from any past or present Halloween launch. So no easy route of just picking a current Halloween set and putting it on. We have a little challenge where you have to make either a nod to Halloween, so just something that kind of suggests Halloween, or a full-on Halloween look, but not using any what's it called, of the standard Halloween sets. So past or present, or not Color Street. So you can do stripes, you can use punches, I guess that would work, but I don't want anything. Where do I want this? I feel like okay, so sorry, the oranges I'm using are Lean Mean Tangerine, Heat Wave, and then this last one is a sheer orange from our Stylist subscription box sneak peek we got to do, and it's called California Sunshine. So it's not a set that is available for sale at this time. I don't know if they'll ever have that one launched. I mean, they might. So, but it is very sheer, so it's just adding another little bit. These got way more. All right, I want one more little piece. I want something on my tip there. All right, so, and then, like I said, it's on a base of, not a base, but I guess it's the base. The bottom part here is just a gleamer, which is was the new fall prism effects set that they added. All right, so kind of cool, kind of fun. That's my sunrise. All right, so I'm gonna do some kind of more abstract, different shades of blue in that same kind of technique for these next ones. I wanted to introduce some other tones of blue in here. And now that I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have too much. I'm not going to need as many of these strips as I cut, or I took out, so I'll have to stick them all back at some point. All right, so we have this little guy here is Let's Meet in Crete. This one is a glitter. This is A World to See. We're going to use the inside portion of My Obsession. My Little Obsession? Or My Obsession? Now I can't remember. This is She's a Trooper. And this is I Flip for Color, I think. And then this is Deep Diving that I'm going to use as a little accent to kind of make the impression of the little boat and stuff. So, and some little, I don't know, maybe some little marks. But let's just start, because a lot of this is going to be, I mean, it's all very abstract-y. Like I said, not a huge plan. I took the plastics off. Okay. I just want to, like, cut some little lines and just kind of place them on my nails and kind of see what happens with them, because it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be kind of random. Not a whole lot planned on this, but I'm using that same, sorry, I forget that I have to keep it in frame. It's still all supposed to look kind of watery. I like this color. I think I cut these into smaller, didn't I? I feel like this should be 2. It is. Let's add some in another part. Oh, that works. Oh, that works too. We'll just do this. I did notice I had my, I did my nails last night, and then I had to run off and do, pick up my kiddo, and let's see, did I cut that? I don't think so. I had to pick up my kiddo, and I had to, like, make dinner and do all the things, and I was using my nails when I was cooking to, like, open stuff, and I started chipping them, so, because I only have one single layer, and I hadn't been on that long, so I was a little bummed, but that's what happens. And then I need to, so, because I hadn't put on a top coat or anything, so, which I need to do. But I wanted to add all the artsy parts before I did the, what's it called? top coat. So, all right. Right now, my go-to top coat is still, what's it called? The OPI plumping top coat has been my favorite lately. So, we're gonna add, I totally have like the picture pulled up so I can kind of look, but like I said, this is just inspired by, oh, you know what? I gotta do my other hand at the same time. I forget, and I only do one hand. I also have something in my teeth that I really want to like take floss and get it out. Which is good I'm not on camera, I guess, huh? I like the light blue over this. I might have to simplify what I was gonna do, but who knows? I'm gonna. All right. What else? So I've talked before, I've talked before about my multiple jobs that I do. And this weekend, I have some photo shoots where I'm actually shooting. I have a family session and a senior session this weekend. So I'm excited to do those. But then I have to catch up and I'll have to edit and get those pictures done for them. Plus work my other 3 jobs. So things get a little busy. Okay, so I did the bottom half of my pinky. So let's try to copy that. All this is going to be like reversed, which is fine. I know you're smaller. That's kind of a longer one. Why don't we do that here? I did more of the top. Sorry, again, I forget to keep it in. I should move my camera lower. Hold on a second. It'll be easier to... hold on, I'm just going to slide everything this way a little closer to me. So when I'm... All right. Okay. So, sorry. I don't really want it to look like tiger stripes, but I think when I get more layers, it won't. It's going to be a little more random once I get the other. Did I cut any more? I must not have. Okay. I don't know if we're going to see a difference between Crete. Let's Meet in Crete, which is a shimmer, and A World at Sea is very similar. But World at Sea, I believe, is considered a glitter. Okay, there. And then I think I need to do a few on these fingers and then switch to different color. Okay. To get my effect I'm going for. So I really like Impressionist art anyway. So Monet is one of my faves, but and when I paint, I like to use all sorts of different layers of color, and I tend to do more abstract stuff. So this is kind of a nod to the idea of Impressionism, but I I mean, it's on nails, so it's definitely a more abstract interpretation of Impressionism. All right, I have a couple I need to do here on my next finger, and then a couple on my thumb, and then we're gonna switch the different colors. That's one of my nails that chipped, and so did my thumb, just like right on the edge. And I caught myself doing it, but I had already like flipped up the edge of the, hold on, I want to get rid of that curve. I don't want it. I already had like flipped the edge up, and then it did not want to stick back down, and I was cooking, and that was my own fault for using my fingernails. But it's like the longer my fingernails get too, oh, I forgot to do my thumb. The more I use them to do stuff with, because they're very handy and all. Ugh, come on. Just go somewhere. See, I don't think you can tell the difference between those two strips, especially on camera. But they do have a different finish, so we'll just, oh, I already had cut this one. I just forgot to put it on. That's funny. Oh, well, let's stick that here. Let's see if I can get that to stick. Oops. That'll work. All right, let's, again, I always want like one extra hand so I can put it where I want it and then stick it down. Close enough. Let's do one more. Actually, yeah, let's. All right. I probably won't need that anymore. I'd like to get some longer pieces of this, so let's do that. Again, I don't think these are going to show up a lot different. Oh, it is a little bit different. It's okay. It's less contrasty to the bottom set, so that's a thing. I can see that now. Especially in person, I don't know if it translates on here, but it's less, it's closer to the color of the background of just a gleamer. So, all right, we're gonna get this. I wanted all that light blue, but different shades like the Impressionists use. Is when you look close at a painting, it's all different colors, layered around, you know, and so I wanted that same kind of look, but with nail strips. So I like that we can do art and artistic manis if you want to with this, with Color Street. But again, we wouldn't have to do that. I don't want that there. Let's put that on this one. I want it. Maybe I want to just. Wait, what is it sticking on? It's on this thing. All right, let's just. All right, close enough. So I like that it is, you can be quick and just use a set that already exists. Sorry, just a plain set on its own. You can get a little fancy, do a mixed mani. You can get a little fancy with overlays, make it your own. So you can really customize it super easy just with overlays and mixing and matching stuff. And then if you have the patience and the desire, you can get even more artistic and make little creations of your own like this. And this one is really, this one's really like not super difficult in the sense that I'm just cutting little like slivers and kind of layering them. But it's more of time consuming than anything. So that is the issue, I guess, is the, if somebody wants to take the time to do something like this. I don't think it takes that much talent per se. Although it does take patience, I do have to say. It takes time. So I wanted to do this because I had that challenge. So I think it was, and now I'm not going to remember, but I think it was Karin that gave me this idea for that challenge in the first place. And our little conversation, our chat didn't even, what I thought she meant was actually not what she had meant, but it gave me this idea for this type of a challenge. An art-inspired mani. So I wanted to make sure I did it because I like this kind of stuff. I don't have a lot of time for this kind of stuff, so I don't do this all that often. But I am making time, even though I have a bunch of other stuff I have to do. So, it is what it is. But all right, so I need to do my middle fingers with this light blue, and then we're going to move on. And then I'm going to get some other shades of blue in here to give it a little more look like the pictures. We'll see. So I am mainly using leftover sets, except for I did open just a gleamer for the base because I hadn't used that one. And I actually had to open Let's Meet in Crete, which I wanted to, which I'm planning on using anyway in something else because I really like that color. So I wasn't sad about that. Okay, let's add some. Sorry, my trickiest part is getting these to like lay where I want them. Ooh, I'm sitting with my foot under me and I'm making it fall asleep. So yesterday at the gym, so if you didn't know, I work out and instruct at a kickboxing gym around my house. And yesterday I was instructing. So I basically just tell everybody what to do and encourage them to keep going and to work harder, blah, blah, blah. So, and I don't, usually the owners write the workouts. I don't like how I overlap that, but that's okay. It's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things, except I made a bump just now. All right. We're going to add some darker. We're going to add some of this green from this one. This is My Little Obsession, I think is what they called it. and it's MI. And if you didn't know, MI is the Michigan, like the abbreviation for the state of Michigan, and that's where this was a stylist design set. There was a contest in 2019 from conference that, and some of the stylists got randomly selected and they got to design a set. They got randomly selected at conference. And this person was from Michigan. So when they did My Little Obsession, they spelt it M-I, which is cute. Anyway, oh, I was totally saying something else and I got sidetracked with this set. Oh, kickboxing. So I instructed yesterday, and it is, so we have, how our gym works is that we have these 10-week sessions, and it's like a contest. By the way, side note, when I did my 10-week session, I got second place. But it's like a nutrition program, and we have a kickboxing and strength every other day, and it's a 6-day-a-week program. I usually just go 5. Well, my goal is to go 5. Sometimes I only go 3. But anyway, hold on. I want that there. Okay. These are cool. I like how this is turning out. So that's always a bonus. So yesterday we are between 10-week sessions. We are just starting, we just ended a 10-week session last Saturday, and the next one doesn't start until October 8th. So these kind of 2 weeks in between, sometimes it's a little different than the rest of the weeks, but for this session, 10-week session, our owners normally write the workouts, but for our kickboxing, which is the 3 days this week, different instructors wrote them. So that's kind of a fun twist. I have not chosen to write a workout yet, but I kind of have a few other things on my plate, so I am fine with not doing that. And then, oops, oh, that's right. And then, but yesterday, one of our instructors, one of the guys named Hank, wrote the workout, and part of it is called the 400 Club. And the 400 Club is, you do, over the course of the workout, we did 400 push-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 100 like arm dips. So we broke it up into 25. So like we did 25 push-ups, and then we did 25 sit-ups, and then we did 25. And we did that throughout the workout until we had 400 total. So it was 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 100 dips. And as the instructor, so my job when I'm teaching strength, one of my jobs is I do the workout with them, but I count out loud so that I keep count for everybody. So for kickboxing days, I normally am kind of just like on the mic and telling them what combinations on the bag to do. So we do kickboxing with a heavy bag. So we're punching and kicking this heavy bag. So, but for yesterday's workout, because there was this element too of counting, of doing the thing, I did it with them. So I did the 100 of each, and I am feeling that today. Let me tell you, I went to like adjust my shift, my like how I'm sitting in my chair here, and I like tried to lift my body up using my arms, and they are very sore. So yay workouts. So that is my lovely workout story. I've cut this one like 3 times probably. That's all right. So, and not everybody stays on count and does 100 of each, but close enough, you know. And I haven't done the 400 Club for a while. We've had it in workouts before in the past. It's just been a long time. I'm going to cross that because it's bugging me. All right, let's just, I like all these different subtle color shifts. So it's getting the feel that I intended. So that is good. So this is very similar, like I said, to my other Pride Mani I did. And just so you know, when you I did the plumping top coat over it, and it kind of smooths everything out. So it didn't bug, the texture on my nails didn't bug me, which I thought it would at first. But with the top coat, if I put on a couple layers, it definitely helps to, smooth everything out. It's thick enough, like a gel, to fill in the spaces in between. Okay, so I need to do some little details. So there is little elements. I don't know if I want to, actually. I'm going to add just some little dark. I want to add some really tiny dark lines, let's say. Let's call them lines, even though they're not like straight lines. So there's like darker elements. I want to make, let's see. I think instead of trying to do shapes, like to represent the shapes in the image or in the painting, I want to just kind of give the kind of color, some variation in the color here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of ad-libbing. This is like stuck. Let's put it on the curved part too, because it's curvy. Okay, I just gotta like mush it down. Line it up and then just do that. Okay. Sorry. It's so hard to like line it up and then try to keep it in frame, and I want small little marks of these. This is I Flip for Color, which is a retired duochrome. Okay. I wore this one at conference when I went the first time, which was 2019. And I wore it with, I can't remember what it was called now, but it was a glitter dip with this like teal and purple man, I don't, voice, something, Raise Your Voice, I think it was called, actually, now that I think about it a little more. All right, got some darker. Ooh, I like. I want, all right, I'm gonna do, I know I have to do my other side still, but I want a little bit of tiny dark blue over here. Thumb is not pushing it down like I want it to. All right, sorry, I am having fun doing this. It just takes me a long time. Maybe I have too much fun doing it, and that's why I'll just sit and spend this much time on it, because I don't mind doing it. But it's been, has it been an hour already? All right. This is one of those ones that I think if you don't want to sit and watch the whole thing, you have to kind of fast forward or skip ahead. Okay, which is the same thing. Fast forward and skipping ahead is the same thing. You know what I mean. I didn't line this one up on my edge of my nail very well from the base. It got a little side. This kind of drives me nuts, but whatever. All right. All right. We are going to add these little tiny pieces to the top of this nail 2, and then some tiny pieces at the side of the sunrise one, and then let's see where else we want dark, some dark strip. And then I want to add a few of the, what's it called? She's a Trooper, which is actually like a muted green, but it looks really cool with this, I think. Wait, am I going to want that? I'm going to do it on this side. We're kind of doing opposites, so I might as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I keep not being able to push on down. I almost need a little bit longer of one on the other nail. Let's see. It'll show up more. All right. Sorry, I'm really trying to like talk about something, but I'm really just focused on this. So, oops, then I ripped that little piece trying to move it. All right, I might have to I kind of want one longer piece so you can see more of it. Here, we're going to do a thin piece on here so you can see a little bit more of that blue. I think we'll do it right. I can never line it up. I can line it up. I can't get it to stay where I want it when I'm on the... Okay, let's try to lay it down with my finger. All right. There. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to do... Let's keep this out. I want to add a few. I want to take that off so I have more straight edges. So this is the green in what's it called? What is this color called? She's a Trooper. It is like a muted. Is it an army green? I mean, it is called She's a Trooper, so we'll call it army green. It's muted, and I feel like it has enough blue in it that it works with this to just give... When I was pulling sets for this painting, I definitely think that it worked. It doesn't look that different than the eye flip for color when it's just because of the subtle, just because I'm using tiny little lines. So I'm just trying to create some variation in some of this. Okay, that one's like super tiny and invisible. Oopsie. Oh, it's like right there. That one's super thin. All right, let me just add a few on this middle nail here so I keep it even and I don't forget. All right. I need a better technique of how to get these on here. Maybe just using my fingers better. All right. Sometimes with these tiny pieces, though, it's hard to... I want a couple... that works. It's like painting with nails. Again, then I'm going to put like 20 layers of top coat on this to keep everything in place. Okay, not 20, but I'm going to put a couple. Okay. I need some... I think I'm going to have some of this back on. Go back to this one for a few. On the next nail. Yeah, uh-oh. Where'd that nail go? Let's see if I can shift the direction of that. All right, good enough. All right, I might need to call this at an hour and just finish off camera because I might actually have to stop and do this in another part, finish it up, just because of timing. So I'll maybe let you guys be surprised at the ending, but I got the main gist of what's going on, and the sunset was kind of the main part, and I actually did that first. So, A for that. So I'm going to finish this one here, and then I think I'm going to call it for this video at least. Oops, sorry. Keep it on camera. And then we will show you the pictures of how it's going to turn out after. So I'm going to add some more dark, and then I'm going to use a couple little, I'll figure it out. So, all right, I'm going to call it, so I kind of need to go do a couple other things before I finish this. So take care and stay tuned for the after pics, and maybe I'll hop on and do a little video quick of the final project so that I can just splice it in here with us. So take care. Bye-bye. All right, I just had to hop back on and show you my final mani. So I finished up. I had a little dark details with little boats and just some extra little painty water lines to kind of get more of the effect. So I did the left hand is kind of how the picture looks, and my right is kind of the mirror image. So it kind of looks like just fun abstract design, I think, when it's just this way. Here, I think it looks like when I take pictures and how I usually view my nails as the picture. It's more representative of the picture itself. So here's the final look. I had to quit while I was ahead. I feel like I could have kept going and adding little dark details and all sorts of, but it's something that had to, like I said, I had to quit while I was ahead. All right. Take care. Thank you.